Hi Astronomy students, it's Mrs. Thompson here, and I just wanted to give you a preview of what's happening this week. So as you know, we don't have school on Monday due to Indigenous Peoples Day, and as a result, we will all be Zooming in together this Thursday during Block B. So that's going to be this week, Thursday, during our Block B schedule time, and I will pull up our school schedule so we can make sure we all know exactly when that is. So during Block B, which will be 9:10 to 10:30 on Thursday, you will be Zooming in. I'm also going to be doing like an open office hours during the 22 minutes that we would typically meet on Wednesday. So for Wednesday, that's 7:57 to 8:19 a.m. So if you should have started your tasks for week 7, and if you're having any questions, you should drop in and ask them to me during that time. So for the week of October 12th, your work is going to be due Monday, October 19th. And here's the topics that we're covering. We're looking at life cycles of stars. So where does it start? Where does it end? And the material that's then shed out into the universe is recycled to make new stars. That's why it's called the life cycle of a star. Stars are never actually truly living. So you want to be able to sequence the star's life cycle based on its mass relative to the sun. So we use the sun as our baseline, and we compare other objects to that. So some stars are going to be super massive compared to the sun, and they'll take a different path. We're going to differentiate between a neutron star and a black hole. Again, a lot of that has to do with mass. Then you're going to listen to and reflect upon knowledge acquired via a NASA podcast. So this week, when we do Zoom in together, we are going to be doing a couple activities. I know that my cohort B did not get to reflect on their podcast this past week, so we're going to double up. And not this week, but during week 8, we'll be reflecting on our podcast from week 7 and week 5. You do have 16 vocabulary words this week, so your vocab assignment will take some time. Your first 2 tasks are going to be stellar evolution notes and the HR diagram activity. These are both for Zooming in, so you're going to do this with me when we see each other on Thursday. Then you have your vocab chart. This is something that you could start today, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Your NASA podcast you could do today, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Your 5th one is your week 7 research for your constellation profile. So you should be looking at visibility. When is my constellation visible throughout the year? And is my from what latitudes do I need to be what latitudes do I need to be at in order to be able to view my constellation? There's some constellations we will never see because we are in the northern hemisphere. And if you are in the southern hemisphere, vice versa. What's your general mythology? What's the story behind your constellation? And this could come from any cultural background that you'd like. So the Chinese have different stories than native and indigenous tribes do, and those will be even different from any Greek or Roman stories too. So you can read the doc for details. There's a text on black holes and questions that go with it. So you're going to read the text provided, answer the questions in your notebook. Fixing my typo. You do not have to write the question, but you do have to turn the question around when responding. Okay, so I'm going to look at that with you. So for example, here's this black hole text questions. Here it is. And so each paragraph is numbered. It's not very long. So it's just a couple questions. But here you would copy this into your text, into your notebook. The gravitational attraction of black holes are so strong that not even blank can escape it. What is a black hole? A black hole is. What is space-time? Space-time is. The event horizon is. So you're defining a lot of things from your informational text. And so if a black hole is invisible, how can we determine when one is present? We can determine a black hole is present, although it is invisible, by, and then give examples of what that might be. So that is that. And then After that, you're going to do task 7, which is the stellar evolution video. I made a 5-minute video that walks you through the life cycle of a star. And the reason I made the video is because it requires Adobe Flash Player. And I know that we've had trouble with Adobe Flash Player. And so therefore I just made a quick YouTube video for you to be able to watch. After though, you want to be able to use Lucid Chart or something else to be able to create your own diagram of the life cycle of a star. Lucid Chart is not free. I've made a few of them though, and I think it's really easy to use. You get like 3 or 4 or 5 free. So even if you did one this time just to try it out, it would be free. And then on Friday, I'll release your week 7 quiz, which should be a Google form. I tried it in Nearpod last week, so I'm going to get feedback from you guys if you liked that, and I might make it that way for this week too. So that's it. That's week 7. Bye guys. Happy learning.